Hey guys, it's Javi. In this Watch Me Build series, I'm going to build a full blog generator for our team to use to write blogs. So once you're in your FormWise account, I'm going to just jump in here and hit create a new tool. And I'm going to just start with individual tools. And I want a smart form. Now, the Copilots and the smart forms, they both have their pros and cons. I like smart forms a lot because I'm a big fan of just fill in the blank what exactly the AI needs, and I'm going to get a specific output. So this is going to be perfect for my full blog generator. So I'm going to do full blog generator. That's going to be the name of it. And I'm going to give this to my team to just use to write one full length blog to my specifications and my prompt each month for our blog. So, I'm going to build this, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to settings, and I'm going to change this to single page because I want to see all the questions in one place. I don't want to do question by question. So I'm going to start by naming my first field. So business client, client name. What is the full name of the business? And I'm going to remove some placeholder text. I'm going to update my question ID to business name. And I'm going to make this required. I'm going to add another question here. What is this blog about? Seasonal, offer, theme, specifications about the blog content, and topic. Okay, and I'm going to make that required as well. I'm going to update this to blog theme. And I'm going to add another question here. This one's going to be what SEO keywords should this blog be written around? And I'm going to just backspace that. I can add like an example placeholder. EG. And again, this is just for the end user to know what to put. I'm going to put roofing in Monroe, Georgia. Okay, I'm going to make sure that's also required. Okay, so these are the three questions. Now I can, I can collect more information. I'm going to just test this one time. Generate blog. That's going to be the name of the call to action in the button. So when they click on it and it generates it, I just wanted to say generate blog. Super simple. I'm not going to make this fancy with a theme, but again, you can add a theme. You can add CSS if I wanted to. I'm probably going to add this into a tool set. So it's going to be with a collection of other tools that my team can access. But again, this is just fine. This is going to be perfect for me. So now I'm going to jump into the prompt builder. I'm going to go to step one. And I'm going to name this, let's just call this blog generator. And I can, I'm going to name it because sometimes I do reuse the prompts. So I'm going to jump in here and in the instructions. So this is where the magic happens. So I'm going to build my blog prompt. So I'm going to say, please generate a full length blog using the information below. And I'm going to start with business name, blog theme. Notice I forgot to do that last question ID, and I should have done it because I already forgot what my third question was. SEO keywords. Boom. See, I have poor memory. So if you have poor memory like me, just go ahead and add your question IDs. Trust me, you'll want to make sure you did that. So let's go back into the prompt builder. Now let's go find the SEO keywords, and there we go. Okay, I'm going to add my model 4.0. Let's do 4.0. And sure, let's add some web browsing, see if it can find more information about the business name. So I'm actually going to add that instruction here. Please generate a full-length blog using the information below. Search the internet for the business name if needed. And that way I give it the capability to do that if it thinks it can also bring in additional context and information. So I'm going to update this to here's the first draft. And we're going to do generating your blog post. And whether you give this to clients or, of course, there's a lot of forums users that actually build these for clients. and they turn off the branding, they embed it within their environment, their course, their CRM, wherever it needs to be, or they bundle it with a bunch of other tools in the tool sets. You want to make this user friendly, even if it's your internal team using it. So that's why I like to include those placeholders. You can even add like a field placeholder if you want. But again, and notice my prompt instructions were not very detailed. I can go back and tweak them here in a bit if I don't like the initial quality output. So I'm going to do, let's do pro roofing experts of Atlanta. And the theme, February, recent storm in northern suburbs of Atlanta. And let's do roofing in Alpharetta. And we are going to hit generate blog. And actually, that's not even a real business. I should have used a real business because it's going to search the internet for that. But in this case, let's just see what it comes up with in our specific specification. So if you do want the blog to be written like in a specific, looks like error 500. So that's probably the reason. Probably because it didn't find anybody on the internet with that name. So let me try that one more time with a real business because it was probably trying to find a actual company with that, and it didn't find it. So let's do SEI roofing specifications here. Let's do the same thing. Recent storm in northern Atlanta, and we're going to do Alpharetta, Georgia. So that's a real business. So it should be able to generate the blog now because it's going to find something on Google with that specific keyword, and then it's going to substantiate the output with that specific keyword. So there we go. Boom. So again, if you have like a framework for so it can actually follow a specific framework or style or blueprint of the blog style, you'll want to include that in the prompt instructions. So you see here, it's doing title, it's doing, paragraph, title. Now, again, I'm not an SEO expert, but I would say this is fine. But if I do want to make it bigger, I could always prompt chain it, or I could just tell the instructions to make it a little bit longer. So in this case, I wanted to also include a blog meta description. So when this is published, it also generates a meta description. I also want it to give me the alt text for the image of the blog. And then I also want it to include a call to action at the very end for that. So again, it's giving me a free inspection because it's pulling it from the website. Now, notice I didn't even give it a phone number, but this is the actual phone number for this roofing company. So when you have that capability turned on, it'll actually go and again search the internet, and it'll substantiate the actual AI engine with that information. So this is a really cool way to again add additional context to the tool without having to collect it in the first place from the end user. So let's jump into here, and let's also do generate full length blog. I'm going to do, let's do also here. Also give me the meta. You know what? I'm going to prompt chain this. I'm not going to add this into the full thing. I'm actually going to show you how to prompt chain. So we're going to add a prompt here. We're going to call this meta description blog. Please generate a detailed and SEO optimized meta description for the blog below. And we're going to hit step 1 because that's the output from step 1. And I'm going to also do 4.0. I don't need to search the internet for that. I'm going to say, here's the meta description. I'm going to add another prompt chain. I'm going to say, this one's going to be for the alt text SEO. Please give me the alt text caption for SEO for the blog below. And we're going to do step 1. Going to name this 4.0. Save. Name this, here's the alt text SEO. Oh, alt text for the blog image. and we can publish to live. And again, you could also run the prompt and just hide it, and then just show a output of where you ran the first blog through another prompt to sort of refine it. I've seen people do that. But let's test out our blog now. Let's kind of start over. Let's do the same thing. Let's try a different business. Let's do Kaler Septic, February, Valentine's Day. Let's see what it comes up with. Valentine's Day, septic services, Bartow County, Georgia. We're going to generate the blog, and let's see what it comes up with. Boom. Okay, so it's coming up with the blog for Valentine's Day, and then it's going to come up with the meta description once it's done with the blog, and then the alt text for the blog image. So I just want to show you this before I end the video, how this works. Oh, and I forgot to tell it to change the call to action, but hey, that is a phone number. So if we visit, let's go to Kaler Septic. So if we go to their website and we go to their phone numbers, remember I did not give it the website. So that's 706-2387. They might have multiple numbers. Okay, 770-691-6879. Yep, 6879. Yep, there it is. So it grabbed it from Google, from the Google listing. They must have a tracking number on the website. Here's the meta description, and here's the alt text right there. Boom. So again, if you have any questions, hope this watch me build video was helpful to you. If you have any questions, just jump in the Facebook group. Be happy to help you build your tool as well.